I tie the final pink balloon and sweep my eyes across the backyard. I'm Maya, 33, an accountant who funds a little magic on credit. My daughter, Mila, 9, wears a purple dress. Everything glimmers princess perfect beneath the October sun. 9 place settings, napkins crowned with paper tiaras, a bounce house buzzing like a promise. Ma twirls, then lingers by the gate. She asks, is Grandma here? I lie. They're on their way, sweetheart. The doorbell rings. Aunt Carol appears, kind eyes, one gift, no entourage. My phone vibrates, Mom's text, don't overreact. It's just a kid's party. Candles cool as my chest tightens. Mila keeps counting cars that never slow. I tally favors I can't cover. Instagram feeds show mimosas caption family first. My screen shines with dishwater and disbelief. If you've been through this, you know the feeling. They didn't forget us. They RSVP'd to something prettier. All afternoon, Mila asks the same question. Are Grandma and the aunts coming? I keep smiling until my cheeks ache. The gate opens for everyone else. None of them are ours. 9 chairs, 1 broken promise. My daughter shrinks a little between each hello and goodbye. I slice cake with trembling hands. Carol says she's sorry and hands me extra plates. I wash them quietly, dutifully. My phone lights up again, a brunch photo. Mimosas gleaming. Caption, family first. My family first at everything but showing up. Just a kid's party, Mom texted, as if birthdays were optional. Mila hears laughter from the bounce house and tries to match it. Her smile wobbles, then resets, brave as ever. Between refills, she whispers, did Grandma forget me? I say she's busy, honey, and hate myself for the practiced comfort. After everyone leaves, the silence is like a freezer. I wipe tables no one sat at, stack gifts, lie about surprise deliveries. I scroll old messages. Emergencies always meant my wallet. Salon rent in spring gone. Patio furniture in June gone. Christmas for everyone but us gone. Good with numbers, they say, as if arithmetic could print extra money in my kitchen. I open Venmo, scrolling the museum of requests. My life as a walking ATM. Later, I spot a crop photo online. Caption, so blessed with my girls, missing from the edge like a bad edit. Comments cheer for love I've never felt. Mila tiptoes in, clutching her handmade thank you cards, 13 stars on construction paper. Brave and cautious. She asks, should I make one for Grandma anyway? I pull her close, breathing in frosting in fear. If you've been through this, you are not alone. Family first, until the bill comes with my name on it. Sunday tastes like frosting hangover and silent replies. Coffee steams while apps line up like open palms. I scroll a ledger called love. My thumb hovers over something tiny. Seismic. $1 to Mom. Memo congrats. Send. Screenshot. Filed in a new folder. Boundaries. If you've been through this, you're not alone. Tell me in the comments. At noon, I call the hotel linked to their attachment. I never authorized sponsorship in my name. The manager apologizes, removes me, emails confirmation. Then I book a locksmith because locks speak plainly. Frank arrives at 2:15, whistling. Mila draws planets as he replaces both deadbolts. No one gets in without these, he says, handing me the keys. Then he leaves. The house learns new lungs. Mila votes, spaghetti with extra garlic, movie night, no phones. Yes to all. I say, tasting relief like fresh basil. We twirl noodles and count giggles, not cancellations. After she sleeps, I open tomorrow's spreadsheet. Free from the debt, $732. I rename it Braces, Summer Lake, Breathing Room. I tape the locksmith receipt next to spelling lists. Once, receipts measured shame. Now they mark courage. Morning delivers Facebook lectures on loyalty. I don't engage. I type 5 words, I wish you well. Then I log off and slide open the window. Cold air washes away other people's needs from my kitchen. Mrs. Wilson knocks with banana bread and neighborhood gossip. Your coworker James offered Saturday, she says. Take Sunday for sneakers. I picture Mila sprinting in bright shoes across honest grass. Later, Aunt Carol calls. Her laugh lands like a soft blanket. Honey, you've carried grown people like toddlers. Set them down and watch who walks. After school, James shows up with a flat box bookshelf. I made this, he shrugs. We place it where the afternoon light pools. Mila arranges books by color until the room exhales. I paint the wall a stubborn, sunlit yellow promise. Paint freckles across our noses. Mila crowns me with blue tape. She whispers, our house looks happier. It finally acts like one, I answer. I used to think peace needed permission. Tonight I learn it needs decisions, receipts, and keys. The kettle hums. I listen for quiet, not footsteps. I text myself a prayer to Grandma Rose. Teach me to balance love without overdrawing myself. Mila yawns and asks if monsters hate garlic. Only the kind that knock without warning, I say. She laughs and drifts off. I lock the new deadbolt again. I tuck the second key in a drawer labeled Hours. Phone face down, couch chosen, lights dim. I don't wait for apologies anymore. I wait for cartoons and ordinary morning light. When it comes, it finds us already whole. I thought peace needed permission. It only needed a decision. The doorbell goes feral at 8:47 p.m. Then the pounding starts, relentless like hail. Mila pauses her cartoon and glances at me. Is it Grandma? She whispers. Yes, honey, but we aren't taking visitors. Remember, we practice this. Respect matters. She nods, lips pressed around brave. Through the peephole, 3 faces storm the porch. My mother in pearls, my sisters in fury. Open this door, Maya Allen, right now. I inhale slowly and let the deadbolt speak. They ring again, shouting heirloom and theft. They drag my name across the wood. Mila clutches her sweater rabbit under her chin. I text Aunt Carol, they're here. I text Mrs. Wilson, please ignore the noise. Blue lights wash our living room walls. Officer Thompson steps up, steady and kind. Evening, Miss Allen. May I come inside? I unlock only for the uniform. At the table, I open my folder. Screenshots of requests, dates, and amounts. Hotel emails removing me from sponsorship. The war Venmo memo. Congrats. My budget with braces highlighted in yellow. Text from Mom, don't be dramatic. Post from Savannah. When toxic people show colors, he reads, eyebrows lifting then settling. Any threats from you? He asks. Only the kind that change locks, I say. And the kind that stop paying allowances. He nods once and steps outside. Through the peephole, certainty evaporates. He gestures toward the sidewalk, lowers their voices. Finally, they retreat to their cars like weather. Mila leans against me, whispering, did we do wrong? No, sweetheart. We did grown up right. We choose respect over noise. My phone rings with an unfamiliar number. I almost ignore it, then swipe. Maya, it's Uncle Robert, Dad's brother, a ghost with my last name. He heard the porch saga from states away. Eleanor drained your father for years, he says. He texts a photo to finish the sentence. Dad at my 5th birthday. Smile already haunted. Shoulders turned inward like a closing wallet. I saved the photo in a folder named History. History wasn't a story I invented. It was a ledger carried forward unbalanced. Was he cruel when he left? I ask. He was empty when he left. Robert sighs. She emptied him, then found another provider. You were promoted without consent, sweetheart. I delete a sentence defending myself. I owe nobody footnotes for protecting my child. I text Carol, we're okay. Officer handled it. She replies, proud of you. Doors are sacred. I lay 2 new keys on the table. Mila traces each key's edge. Can keys be made of metal, she asks. Tonight, yes, I reply, pressing a kiss to her hair. We stack dishes like trophies celebrating ordinary calm. We watch the credits roll as if reciting a prayer. It turns out I wasn't shattering the family, only the pattern. Morning breaks clear after a week of clamor. I print letters on thick paper for envelopes sent certified because boundaries deserve proof. 1 letter for Mom, 1 for each sister, 1 copy for Pastor Wallace with a cover note. Not a plea, but a record marked with dates and sums, a ledger of love in its overdrafts, laying out terms for contact, No loans, no surprise visits, no insults, consequences, locked doors, unanswered calls, blocks if necessary. I sign my name steady. At lunch, I hand the church copy to the secretary, who scans the receipts before offering extra staples. By afternoon, my phone is a storm of messages. Mom claims I weaponized paperwork. Savannah says I humiliated the family name. Lacey insists I should relax and manifest money. I respond once with 5 measured words. I wish you all well. Then I silence everything but school and work. They still test the limits. A glossy Thanksgiving invitation arrives, promising peace for a price. A handwritten note demands $750. I slide it under a magnet labeled no. Another text from an unknown number warns me. I reply, children need their grandmother. Children need dependable adults, then stop responding. At work, Mom shows up in pearls and indignation. We need to talk, she declares. I lead her to the break room. She recites forgiveness like it's a grocery list. I open my folder, calm as winter light. This isn't about money, I say. It's about respect and repeated harm. She lifts her voice in righteous volume. I lift my hand to the door. We can schedule a conversation with a counselor present. Otherwise, this meeting is over. Her mouth opens and empties. She leaves with a purse full of unsaid sentences. Saturday, Aunt Carol calls after the Sweet 26 aftermath. Smoke machines by Mom's table. Coughing and drama. Savannah argued with the DJ over every chorus. The bill arrives like an alarm in a banquet hall. Eyes avoid the total, searching for my empty chair. Consequences cost more than deposits, Carol says. I don't gloat. I just breathe evenly, finally. Sunday, I gather screenshots, letters, and signed receipts. I'm not fighting. I'm documenting a future without confusion. James fixes the porch light using a borrowed stepladder. Mrs. Wilson leaves cider and neighbor updates. Uncle Robert texts Dad kayaking, smiling, proof that breaking a pattern can feel like joy. That evening, the group chat lights up again. We're family. You owe us participation, Mom types. I write slowly, checking each word like a lock. Participation requires respect, repayment, and notice. Until then, protect your peace, and I'll protect mine. Hitting send feels like setting down a boulder. Mila reads comics, feet tucked under my thigh. The house hums differently, like a fridge finally defrosted. I hear our lives settling into place. When you stop paying the bill, the music stops. 2 months later, the wall remains yellow. Sun still favors our living room. Books glow on the shelf James carried in. Mila measures herself against the window trim. At school, she presents my hero. 2 stick figures holding hands under a crayon sunset. After dinner, I open our spreadsheet. Red cells have been to front. A new line item reads, education savings. Another, late weekend July, where we practice casting the yard in the hallway. A letter from Mom arrives, emotional fire. $50 tucked inside in positive note. No conditions, no sermon, just handwriting that trembles. Boundaries didn't build walls, they built doors of communication. We host movie night instead of performance. Carol brings cookies and a photo album. James tightens a cabinet hinge in 3 calm turns. Laughter stacks like dishes after spaghetti. Ordinary peace becomes a practice, a habit. I mail thank you notes to Mrs. Shirley. I'm learning gratitude without apology. Before bed, Mila asks about tomorrow. Picnic at the park, I say. Homemade cake, 9 candles, and sandwiches. She grins, setting out paper towels. I lay out 2 plates and 3 extra because love multiplies. We take a new picture in the hallway. No cold smiles, just mouths of laughter. Our little family stands in the center. Community forms outside. We frame Bethany's park, letter
How can we do that?
Mila reads it aloud. Spell, keeping promises. If you've lived through this, you're not alone. Have you ever faced something like this? Share in the comments. Some bridges can be repaired. Some must burn to let light through. Both choices can be love. I switch off the porch light and lock the door. The house exhales. I exhale back. I didn't lose a family. I found ours,